What's up guys, Mickle here, and there are a ton of people coming out right now talking about a recent ruling in the Terra Luna vs SEC case where the judge in that case straight up said that he would not be following the ruling in the Ripple case. A lot of people are coming out now saying this invalidates the Ripple ruling. It brings back questions that XRP might be a security. Well, in this video, I want to show you what some of the smartest lawyers in the room are saying about what just happened here, whether or not this is going to impact the Ripple ruling and XRP in the future. This is a critical issue right now. There are a ton of people talking about it. By the end of this video, you are going to perfectly understand what this ruling means, whether or not it has any implications on XRP. So make sure to stick around to the end of the video to see this. It is very important. Like always, your support means so much to this channel. If you enjoy these videos, make sure to take a quick second to like this video and subscribe to my channel. It's really going to help me out so much. Also, if you ever need a good place to buy some XRP or the Flare token, make sure to check out my favorite exchange, Uphold, down in the description of this video. With that said though, let's jump right into it, and I hope you guys enjoy the content. So guys, I need to start this video off and show you this. Uphold actually has a brand new promo going on right now, where if you accumulate XRP on Uphold's platform and hold it there, you will actually be selected for special badges, their NFTs, to actually represent where you rank in the XRP army. I thought this was super cool. I just got mine today. So make sure if you don't have an account with Uphold, you go sign up using the link in the description of this video. Go get your NFT badge, become an official member of the XRP community. Overall though, regardless of the promotion, I just thought this was a really cool idea. I think it really just shows that Uphold really is trying to be a prominent member of the XRP community going forward, and that's something I'm all for. Uphold has always had our back. They listed XRP through the entire case because they knew it wasn't going to be declared a security, so I've always kind of tried to have their back too. Either way though, definitely check this out if you haven't already. I want to move on though and now talk about what happened the other day in the Terra Luna case. So essentially what is happening, if you didn't know, the SEC is actually suing Do Kwon and Terra Luna, saying that Do Kwon and the Luna Foundation sold unregistered securities. Well, of course, the Terra Luna Foundation and Do Kwon said, wait, take a look at this case right here, cited the Ripple case, and said, hey, look, Judge Torres said that Ripple was able to sell XRP in ways that did not constitute a securities transaction. Therefore, we want to make the case that we sold Terra Luna in the same exact way. Therefore, our sales shouldn't constitute a securities transaction either. So essentially all that is happening is Terra Luna and Do Kwon are taking the ruling from the Ripple case and saying, okay, because of this case right here, securities law should not apply to us either. So interestingly enough, this created an uproar on Twitter because everyone was wondering, is this judge going to accept this decision or not? And before we get into this, I quickly want to give you a quick background on the judge in the Terra Luna case. Funny enough, Metal Law Man, who I think is someone you need to follow when it comes to law, he has been spot on in almost every cryptocurrency case so far. He came out and said that the judge in the Terra Luna case actually loves to disagree with other judges in the same circuit. Apparently, this judge is known for simply going against another judge in the circuit, regardless of whether or not it's the right application of the law. And I think it's important to put out there that he was not saying this in response to the issues I'm talking about in this video. This is something he said about this judge 2 to 3 months ago. So he literally forecasted this exact scenario playing out. So let's move on though and talk about what actually happened. So essentially the judge in the Terra Luna case came out and said, I am completely disagreeing with Judge Torres' logic on how Ripple could sell XRP in a way that did not constitute a securities transaction. So on the face, that might sound pretty bad, but I think it's important that we take a look at what some of the legal scholars are saying about this to get a better idea of exactly whether or not this is going to impact XRP going forward. So Stuart Alderati said, let me be clear about some confusion going around the ruling in the Terra Luna case. Nothing changes about the Ripple ruling that XRP is not a security. Also, the Terra Luna case is just starting and the judge has accepted everything that the SEC alleges as true for now. Our ruling came after a full factual record developed over 2+ years and with court precedent. I'll let others dive into the Terra judge's comments, including his apparent misreading of the Ripple judge's reasoning, example, missing the point that secondary market traders can't invest money in anyone or anything if they don't know who they are buying from. So right here, Stuart Alderati is saying, first of all, this has no impact on the Ripple SEC case. XRP is still not a security, And also, he kind of throws some shade at the judge and saying, it seems like this guy might have gotten some things wrong in his initial reading. So it's really important to understand that a lot of these judges don't have a lot of massive experience with cryptocurrency. It's very tough to get thrown onto one of these cases. So it's going to take him a while to fully develop an understanding of what's going on here. This was like the first trial, and the judge didn't actually say that Judge Torres got it wrong. He was just saying he was disagreeing with her logic. So I think we're going to have to wait and see exactly how this plays out, but it's important to note that either way, it really doesn't matter. It's not like this judge is in a higher circuit than Judge Torres, and therefore, even if he disagrees with her, it doesn't matter. It's just his opinion. Judge Torres' opinion still stands, and it's so important to understand that this won't actually affect or have any impact on the Ripple SEC case. We also need to understand that a lot of what this judge said in this case actually reinforces what Judge Torres said. A lot of people on Twitter, especially the Bitcoin maxis, tried to take all the parts where the judge said, oh, we're disagreeing with Judge Torres, and make it seem like the judge was disagreeing with everything Judge Torres said. That wasn't true. Stuart Alderati points out right here, the Terra judge actually agrees that the orange groves alone are not securities without the promise to cultivate those groves and share profits. There needs to be an agreement between the contracting parties for there to be an investment contract. And this was directly cited by him. So what does that mean? That means that he is 100% agreeing that the tokens themselves are not the securities. Like I have been saying since the beginning of the Ripple SEC case, this was always the biggest issue. It was whether or not XRP was the security. So it looks like the judge in the Terra Luna case might be disagreeing with Judge Torres and saying, oh, there's a couple more sales that you didn't rule were securities that I think might be securities. But for the most part, it seems like they completely agree that XRP itself is not the security. And this is the most important thing we need to take away from this. Both of these judges both agree XRP is not a security. People are trying to make it seem like this ruling right here invalidates the idea that XRP is not the security. No, they completely agree on the same issue there. XRP is not the security. They just might disagree on which transactions done by Ripple might constitute a securities transaction. Now, when you put it in this perspective, this ruling seems a lot less scary. We have a judge who is just starting to wrap his head around a very complex topic, a very complex case. It was the first ruling, and he's already coming out and agreeing that the tokens themselves aren't the securities. Now, yes, everyone is entitled to a different opinion, and MetaLaw Man pointed out in the beginning here, as I showed you, that this judge tends to disagree with a lot of other judges in his circuit. So he might have disagreed with Judge Torres on some of the transactions themselves, but the fact that he is 100% in alignment that the token itself is not the security is a massive slap in the face to the SEC. This was the black swan for crypto. This was the black swan for XRP. And what we're seeing is that even judges who want to side with the SEC, say like the library judge, even they won't make the absurd jump that the token itself can be the security. The judge in the library case agreed with almost every single thing the SEC said, and even he came out and said, I am not willing to call the token the security. The SEC has been pushing this conspiracy theory for a while. Bitcoin maxis desperately want their conspiracy theory to be true because it is their only chance of slowing down Ripple and XRP. Bitcoin maxis know Bitcoin will never win on the tech. They are praying regulators will be able to shut it down. But the funny thing is regulators like the SEC don't actually have the power to do that. That's why they're trying to twist the law. That's why they're trying to make up these brand new ideas like the asset itself being the security. They're trying to make all this up to jam cryptocurrencies into their jurisdiction. But ultimately, we are seeing that almost every single legal expert out there completely disagrees with their opinion, and that's the most bullish thing about the period we're headed into. No matter who we go up against, the one saving grace we have seen is that the courts have been unwilling to blindly agree with these regulators, just rubber stamp everything they are saying, and instead pushing back based on what the actual law is and reaffirming what people like John Deaton have been saying since day one of the Ripple real SEC case, the token itself, the orange groves, the whiskey, the beavers, those things will never be securities. It's how you package the investment. The SEC desperately wanted to get away from this idea because it didn't support their idea of how they wanted to regulate the industry. Ultimately, though, they are failing miserably and the court's opinions are prevailing. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for coming. I hope you enjoyed this update. If you did, make sure to like and subscribe. It really does mean so much. And for now, Mickle out.